Yeah.
Yeah, just to follow up, is there a way to make that softer into a paper-based version of it? Because you have the sliders and things like that.
Right. So there are paper-based versions of the TLX. And so you could clearly just take it and print it out on paper and so on.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't see an issue with that. The one thing was that in the paper version of the TLX, there was that second page that's always that pairwise rankings, right? And there's an interesting sort of usability aspect to that. If you've got this list of pairwise rankings, like 2 radio buttons, 1 for each factor, 2 radio buttons, 1 for each factor, there's a way that people will look at that and they'll say, okay, I have to choose these, I'm going to choose that one and that one and that one and that one and that one, and they'll try to sort of be consistent or in some sense get a message across, or maybe they'll just be lazy and click all the left column, right? So the way that we do it by presenting 15 screens, we force them to consider each pair in isolation, and I think that increases the validity of the data we get out of it. So if you wanted to have like a 17-page survey where there's these pages that have one question on it, it's, I hate to think of the trees, but yes, you could do that.
Has anyone compared paper versus online in terms of like that sort of sliding scale?
No, not that I know of, but they might have, because that's really that's the psychometrics area. I should actually ask my student Erin that, because she's done all of the background research in that, so she might know if that particular, people have done paper versus online comparisons, but on that sort of, for pairwise rankings, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's a good question. Yes?
Thinking about educational processes, in fact, supposedly students learn to become more creative by going to schools like this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not schools in general that I've heard. I've heard schools kind of a creativity killer in general, but at the university level.
You can learn